A new Vibe or Catalina Clipper from H&K Camper in beautiful Columbus, Kansas.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It is now 6:18 according to the clock in front of me on this Monday morning here in the 4 states. And we've got a pretty simplistic Monday for us. It's going to be warm, it's going to be hot, it's going to be clear. And I know that sounds contrary to what's going on right now. We'll talk about those current temperatures because, boy, it is chilly. It is the second week of July, and it is pretty darn chilly out there. But it is still going to heat up, so let's talk about that. Here we are, Monday by noon, a few passing clouds here and there. Otherwise, we are looking at mostly sunny skies. And the future track isn't broken. I know this for 2 reasons. 1, the temperatures are changing. 2, the clouds, although they are few, are moving. It's just there's nothing going on today. I think Mother Nature said, you know what, it's going to be a Monday in the 4 states. Let's just take a break for a second, give these folks a moment, and then we'll shake things up as we head through the rest of the week. And that's what Mother Nature is going to do for us. So for the rest of today, it's going to be mild, it's going to be hot, we're going to see some passing clouds, otherwise not bad. Now we head toward tomorrow morning. We're going to see a few more clouds out there, especially in southeast Kansas, ahead of some isolated to widely scattered thunderstorms that are expected roughly between, let's say, 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. And you can see here they are. They try to get a few more of them going by mid-morning, but as we head to the afternoon, they die out and the clouds die out with them, and we're going to transition to partly cloudy skies across the area. We're going to be hot, and I can advance the future track all the way into Wednesday morning, and you can see other than some temperature changes, we're not looking at many changes in terms of the forecast, at least not yet. MODOT camera, 20th and range line. Sun's starting to rise, shining on the Bel Air Center there as it looks roughly to the west-northwest. And as we look at the KDOT camera at 69 and East 520th Avenue, it's looking roughly northwest. You can see the sun beginning to shine out there as well. And there's the sunshine on our camera at 7th and range line. We've got a great start to the morning. You would not believe it was July, not with temperatures like this. We're sitting at 60 in Joplin. You think that's cool? Take a look to the north where it is a little bit cooler. We've got 57, Iola, Fort Scott, 56 in Pittsburgh, and it's July. It's the second week of July, and this is more like October-ish out there. 58, Yates Center, Chanute, Parsons, Chatopa, 59, Neodesha, 61, Miami, and 60, Neosho, Monette, and Carthage. So a nice, very nice start out there. However, because it is still July and it is still summertime, we will warm up. Sunny skies will let us get into the the low 80s as we head into the late morning hours. By this afternoon, we're looking at highs goodness gracious, it is Monday, isn't it? We're looking at upper 80s, low 90s out there. Again, a few passing clouds. Same for the evening, a passing cloud here or there, otherwise clear. And we will be mild this evening, upper 60s, lower 70s. Now tomorrow, again, we've got those storm chances in southeast Kansas, otherwise partly cloudy, low 90s, mid, maybe even upper 90s for us on Wednesday under partly cloudy skies. And then Mother Nature said, you know what, you guys do need a little rain, and we're hoping we can up these rain chances, but we do have some scattered thunderstorm chances for us Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday across the area. Temperatures again hot briefly, and then thanks to the showers and cloud cover, we cool back a little bit as we drop back into the upper 80s and lower 90s heading into the weekend. That's Check Your Forecast. We'll be back with more of the KOAM Morning News right after this.
Joplin Area Habitat for Humanity are looking for homeowners that can benefit from our Brush with Kindness program. This program assists older, physically disabled, and veteran homeowners with light exterior repairs. For more information on qualifications, call 417-782-6533 or go to our website, joplinhabitat.org.
Closed captioning on KOAM TV is sponsored by Aaron Sachs & Associates, proud partner of the St. Louis Cardinals.
This is where you'll find it. That feeling. The one that lifts you up, turns you around, and makes you grin from ear to ear with your favorite people ever. And it gets even better during the all-new Ozark Mountain Summer Celebration going on now with world-famous high-wire walker Nick Walenda. Only at Silver Dollar City. Discover adventure together.
I'm not coming out until Casey's has thin crust.
One thin crust?
You have no idea how much this means to my son.
Hey, bud. Casey's finally has thin crust. Party cut with a touch of sea salt.
He's finally coming down.
Casey's did it, Dad!
Thin Crusters, the wait is over. Casey's new light and crispy thin crust is here.
Hello, Joplin and the Four States. Richard and Kay here with Furniture and More.
We have beautiful, high-quality furniture available to take home today. We also have financing available.
Come see us at 32nd and Rangeline in Joplin.
The Morning Health Watch on KOAM is sponsored by Integris Health, with hospitals in Miami and Grove. Integris Health, partnering with people to live healthier lives.
Topping Health Watch this morning, deaths caused by opioids in the U.S. rose 63% during the pandemic. A study published in JAMA Network Open found 1 out of every 22 deaths in the U.S. in 2021 was due to an unintentional opioid overdose. Doctors say this highlights the need for more resources for substance abuse treatment, particularly among men and young people. Smoke-free legislation is working, and that's according to a new analysis also published in the JAMA Network Open. Researchers who reviewed the effects of smoke-free laws found that they've led to significant decreases in deaths related to cardiovascular disease, respiratory disease, and even better outcomes for childbirth. Study's authors say the findings support the need to speed up the implementation of anti-smoking laws. Researchers in Japan find a new way to identify ovarian cancer. The disease is difficult to detect in its early stages when it can be treated more successfully. But a Nagoya University study used nanoroids to identify previously unknown proteins linked to ovarian cancer. Scientists hope the discovery will lead to doctors catching and treating the cancer earlier. As more Americans pick up paddles to hit the pickleball court, injuries related to playing the sport are growing. Treatment for injuries is adding up to hundreds of millions of dollars in medical costs. Danya Bacchus takes a look at the price tag.
Hundreds of picklers fill the courts at the Pickleball Open in Newport Beach, California. Among them are Mark Yoshizu and Mary Whithands.
The sport is really addicting.
It's crazy how many people are playing.
Data from the Sports and Fitness Industry Association says the number of recreational players has soared from 3.5 million in 2019 to nearly 9 million in 2022.
But the love of the sport can also come with pain.
I strained my knee, but it didn't stop me.
This year, medical costs related to pickleball injuries will climb to $377 million. Roughly 80%, or $302 million, will be players heading to emergency rooms and doctors' offices for outpatient treatment.
We've got wrist sprains and strains. We've got tendinopathies of the elbow. We've got rotator cuff injuries of the shoulder.
Dr. Jonathan Sum is an associate professor of clinical physical therapy at the University of Southern California. He says more serious injuries could mean surgery.
We could be looking at, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, really maybe just in the surgery alone.
To protect your body and your bank account, he recommends players consult with a doctor before stepping on the court.
My PT said, you need to stretch, and, she gave me some exercises, and I haven't stopped since.
Because missing a day of pickleball is not an option. Danya Bacchus, CBS News, Newport Beach, California.
Pickleball has been around since the 1960s. The recent study found seniors make up about a third of the most avid players. That's a look at some of today's top health stories. You're watching the KOAM Morning News.
Yeah, we've got ourselves a pretty chilly start across the area. It's hard to believe it is the second week of July out there. We are sitting at 56 in Iola and Pittsburgh, 57 Fort Scott, 58 Nevada, Lamar, Parsons, Chanute, and Yates Center, and 59 in Neodesha. Now, despite these cool temperatures that we have this morning, they are going to begin to warm up as we head into the morning and afternoon hours. In fact, we are talking a pretty toasty day with plentiful sunshine. We'll take another complete look at your forecast and let you know if there's any rain chances on the way and whether or not we'll hit the triple digits anytime soon when the KOAM Morning News returns.
If you have a heart for helping, if you've made compassion your career, if you're looking for partners in caring, If caring is more than your job, it's your calling, then we want you here. Join our team of dedicated caregivers in making a difference to every patient, every day. Integris Health.
It's Christmas in July. Give your family the gift of true comfort this summer with an HVAC system replacement. Financing is available for as low as $99 a month and no money down with up to $2,000 in tax credits and savings. GoPascal.com.
What you're about to see is real. No scripts, no actors, and no second takes.
Oh my God, this is amazing!
Their every action will be recorded by these cameras, believe me. There's absolutely no place to hide.
This is unreal. Oh my God.
Who would want to subject themselves to all this?
No, I am a cutthroat person.
The new season of Big Brother starts Wednesday, August 2nd on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Evergy Bucket Rides are back, baby. Monday, August 14th, sign up required.
War Quality Exteriors, your area's Platinum Elite Pella certified contractor for Pella windows and doors for over 26 years.
Pella is the most preferred window brand by homeowners in Southwest Missouri.
We invite you to come see for yourself and compare the value and quality offered in the 9 lines of stunning Pella windows and doors at Quality Exteriors.
Our estimates are free and your dream home is closer than you think.
Quality Exteriors, Pella, simply beautiful.
It's Christmas in July. Give your family the gift of true comfort this summer with an HVAC system replacement. Financing is available for as low as $99 a month and no money down with up to $2,000 in tax credits and savings. GoPascal.com.
Right now at 6:30, a new report from Kansas state auditors highlights millions of dollars improperly distributed in Kansas public school districts.
We've got ourselves a chilly start for the second week of July out there, but temperatures will warm up as summertime not done with us just yet. We'll take a look at your forecast coming up.
And summertime means heading down to the swimming pool to cool off. And for one area swimmer, it also means dressing like a Viking. We'll explain.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News. It's now 6:30. I'm Tanya Bach.
I'm Chris Warner. So I don't know if anybody's noticed this morning, if you haven't been out yet, it is relatively chilly outside, especially if you're in our northern counties where we're talking upper 50s right now for some of us. And that's hard to believe for the second week of July, but it is a true fact. But it's not going to last very long because we are still in summertime. We are still in the second week of July, and that means temperatures will warm up. So as we head to through today, it's a pretty basic day for us. We could have a few passing clouds. Temperatures are going to start to heat up out there. Otherwise, we're looking at mostly sunny skies and just some hot temperatures across the area. Now, as we head into Tuesday morning, we'll see a few more clouds in parts of southeast Kansas, and that's where we could see the possibility of some isolated to widely scattered thunderstorms, roughly between, let's say, 7 and 1. But as these thunderstorms roll off to the east through the afternoon, to the late morning hours roughly, they die out. Clouds die out with them. We go partly cloudy and we stay hot for tomorrow. MoDOT camera 20th in range line showing us plentiful sunshine out there, and we're getting sunshine from the KDOT camera at 69 and East 520th Avenue just south of Pittsburgh. Our camera at 7th in range line showing us that sunrise. Looks great out there, and it is a cool one for sure. We're sitting at 60 degrees in Joplin, and it's even cooler up to the north as we were showing you earlier. Look at this. We got 56 Iola, Pittsburgh, 58 Lamar, Nevada, 57 in Fort Scott. We got 50s through a good portion of southeast Kansas, but then you go a little further south, a little warmer. 61 Chatopa, 63 Miami, Grove, Veneta, and Jay. And we're sitting at 64 Bentonville, 60 in Neosho. As we get our morning started, again, a few passing clouds, otherwise sunny skies, low 80s by late morning. And we're heading for highs today, upper 80s, lower 90s across the area under those mostly sunny skies. And we head into our evening and we will stay warm once again. We'll stay clear as well, upper 70s by 10. We're talking overnight lows back into the upper 60s and lower 70s tonight. We do have some warmer weather on the way, as well as some thunderstorm chances this week. We'll take a look at that full forecast here in a few more minutes. Tanya.
All right, thanks, Chris. Authorities continue their search for a wanted man out of Cherokee County, Kansas, who they say is armed and dangerous. Authorities say 61-year-old Charles Amos stole a 2015 Chevy pickup at gunpoint from the owner on Sunday. They say Amos ran out of fuel in a stolen van out of Oklahoma and then went to a farmhouse in western Cherokee County and stole the truck. The owner of the truck confronted Amos, but police say Amos then fired 2 rounds from a sawed-off shotgun at the owner. Cherokee County Sheriff David Grove says this picture is what the truck looks like. However, the actual truck has tinted windows. Once again, the suspect is considered armed and dangerous. If you have any information on him, you're urged to contact the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office. Authorities in Cherryville, Kansas arrest a 14-year-old for homicide. Police say they responded to a shooting on Friday around 1:30 p.m. at 21079 Douglas Road in Cherryville. When they arrived, they found 74-year-old Thane Anderson dead from a gunshot wound to the head. Cherryville police immediately requested assistance from the KBI, and authorities determined the suspect to be a 14-year-old male who was arrested. The investigation is still ongoing. School funding in the Sunflower State might not be all it seems, according to a recent report. A new report highlights public school districts violating state law by not properly distributing millions of dollars in funds marked for students at risk of failing academically. This is the second report in 4 years on the topic by the Kansas legislators' auditors. The State Department of Education had provided districts a list of 272 at-risk program options. Auditors say the programs they looked at did not meet statutory criteria and are calling for a new list to be made. Anytime is a good time to teach an old dog some new tricks. But the Jasper County Youth Fair might be the best place for it. The Youth Fair hosts a variety of animal shows this week with Sunday's focus, man's best friend, dogs. But dogs aren't the only animals in the spotlight. The Jasper County Youth Fair hosted events for horses, rabbits, and livestock, as well as other adorable animals. And the dogs aren't only for show, though. They love to have some fun, too.
Probably run around and play with other dogs and people.
If you're not paying attention to her, she'll like walk up to you and nudge your nose into your hand.
Contests, games, and more are also available for folks to check out. The fair continues through the week. The town of Bronson, Kansas also celebrated over the weekend. Saturday marked the 49th annual Bronson Day, featuring a variety of events, including a horseshoe pitching contest, a parade, kids games, a cakewalk, cornhole, and a basketball tournament. Organizers say the event is designed to celebrate their small community and togetherness.
It's really just about community and bringing everybody back home. You know, like most small towns after the railroad left, a lot of things left this community, and so this allows everyone to have something to come back to and join together.
The event capped off with a fireworks show. And a car show in Pittsburgh raised money for kids in need, taking place at the parking lot of the Walmart Supercenter. Dozens of vehicles were entered, and there was also a booth set up with snacks, water, and other items for sale. Those sales and the registration fees will benefit the Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
There's a lot of car shows that go on around here, and so we were able to venture out and talk to different, group leaders, and we were able to get a turnout. And so our goal is to raise as much money as possible to send over to Freeman Hospital over in Joplin.
Winner of the car show received $200. No better way to beat the heat and the competition than with some swimming. The Berserker Swim Organization hosted its annual swim meet at Joplin's Schifferdecker Pool. More than 500 swimmers took part across the Midwest. The meet offers an opportunity for participants to qualify for the upcoming long course championships held later in the month. And if you don't recognize the Berserker Swim Organization, it's because there's been a few changes.
So we changed the name of our team. We used to be Jasper County Killer Whales, but I've always been obsessed with Vikings, and I have a really great Viking costume. We changed it to Berserker, made the team Viking themed, gives me an excuse to dress up. Plus, at the meet, one of our special things we do is we have mystery heats, and if you win, you get a helmet with light up horns, and the kids absolutely love it.
Who doesn't love a Viking helmet? Organizers say the Berserker organization caters to swimmers of all ages, from preschool to high school. They also provide programs that cater to various skill levels, including swim lessons and training for elite level swimmers. That's a look at our top news stories. Coming up this half hour in the KOAM Morning News, little jobs for some big pay.
App-based delivery drivers could be getting a big pay raise in New York City. I'm Jared Hill in Manhattan with how this trend is taking shape across the country.
And we're going to take another look at that forecast out there and tell you just how warm it's going to be and whether or not we've got rain chances on the way. We'll do that when we come back, but first we got another live look from Lincoln Park in Pittsburgh in celebration of National Picnic Month.
Good morning, I'm Roy Addis with the KOAM News Now Business Brief, and I'm so glad to be back at the Curly Willow in Joplin, just off of 32nd Street, joined by Kitty Oberg. How are you, Kitty?
Good, doing great.
It's a great time to be here in the 4 states. We're in the heart of summer, and we have a lot of great things to talk about. Let's start by talking about some of the stuff we're holding and the wall behind us. Let's talk about stuff for babies and little ones.
Yeah, we have a great line of items for baby showers, baby gifts. If you're running to the hospital, we've got all kinds of things. We've got like the little boards that you put on for each month. We have stuffed animals. We have elephants. We have pigs, piggy banks. I still have my piggy bank from 1965. So that's a great gift. And then we have all kinds of little warmies and fun fuzzies for the babies and things like that.
Yeah, and these warmies are the real deal. I had a chance to test one out, and to just have that, something very warm and cuddly, and it's just very soothing for the little ones. So it's a great gift.
And in your hand,
yes,
we have gender reveal. So if you need some gender reveal confetti, we've got your stuff. Just stop by and pick them up.
Yeah, I asked if I could explode one, but then I'd have to clean it up. So we don't want to do that. Kitty, let's talk about some of the other stuff in the store. We're going to show some of that B-roll now. But you've completely updated your fragrance set, right?
Yeah, our Lamborghese, we have all kinds of new fragrances. It's just packed up there. We got them in yesterday. And so they will be ready for you to come by and see what fragrance you might like.
Yeah, absolutely. And then also great birthday gifts as well.
We always have fresh flowers for your birthday gifts. The cooler is always full. We have flowers for the babies, pink and blue, if you'd like something like that. And, we've got a lot of birthday items. If you need a little birthday gift, stop in and we'll help you pick something out.
All right. Hey, Kitty, thanks so much as always. If you want to get in touch with the Curly Willow, of course, all that information is right here on your screen.
In Consumer Watch this morning, Farmers Insurance has announced it will limit new home insurance policies in the state of California. In a statement, farmers blame severe weather events like wildfires and climbing costs for reconstruction. Follow similar announcements by Allstate and State Farm. Some consumer advocates say the companies are pressuring state regulators to approve rate hikes. Say bye-bye to Bye Bye Baby. A bankruptcy auction failed to find a buyer for the baby goods business, meaning retail stores will be forced to close. But the brand may live on. A New Jersey-based company is seeking the rights to buy Bye Baby's intellectual property. A hearing is set to approve the sale on Tuesday. And say I do with McDonald's. The I'm Lovin' It brand is getting into the wedding catering business, at least in Indonesia. Restaurants there are offering a wedding package with 100 burgers and 400 McNuggets for about $230. Not a bad deal. They'll even set up a stall at the reception to serve the food. The perfect start for a lifetime of Happy Meals, but French fries are not included. Well, a movement to pay food delivery drivers more faces a challenge in New York City. Companies like Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub are trying to stop a rule that would raise the minimum wage for drivers. Over the weekend, a judge temporarily blocks the wage increase, which was set to take effect on Wednesday. Jared Hill has the latest.
William Medina, a food delivery driver in New York, spends a lot of time on the road.
We have to work at least between 12 and 14 hours a day to get at least $140, $160.
This day, he's spreading the word to the nearly 60,000 delivery workers like him about a new rule. It's aimed at requiring companies like Uber, DoorDash, and Grubhub to pay drivers in the Big Apple about $18 an hour. Right now, the city estimates they make just over $7 before tips.
We have also families. We have to feed our kids.
The push for change comes amid growing criticism around how these companies compensate the gig workers, in particular, these delivery drivers.
The movement has already led to higher wage laws for gig workers in California, Washington State, and Seattle. In this case, Uber, DoorDash, and Grubhub are taking the Big Apple to court. DoorDash claiming the city's process was, quote, misguided and relied on dubious methodology, and warns it'll lead to price increases for you. UC Berkeley professor Michael Reich studies the issue.
When you're talking about a 6% increase in, say, a $20 trip, well, that's what, $1.50 or something like that. Let's not call it a big increase in prices.
Medina says his fight for gig workers is just beginning.
Are there other things that you all need?
Yeah.
Next, he wants rules guaranteeing insurance for drivers. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
Hopefully they already have insurance if they're driving their own vehicle. Well, Minnesota's legislator passed a bill in May that would have set a minimum wage for rideshare drivers. The governor, though, vetoed it after Uber threatened to halt its operations in greater Minnesota, outside of the Minneapolis-St. Paul metropolitan area. That's it for Consumer Watch. Here's Chris with another look at your forecast.
Yeah, we've got a really nice start for this Monday, July the 10th across the area. You would not believe it was July if you stepped outside right now, as we've been pretty chilly for the 4 states this morning. However, because it is still July and it is still summer, it does mean that we are still going to get hot. And we'll take a look at our temperatures for today, the week ahead, and of course talk about some possible storm chances across the area when we come back. Also, it's Monday. We get it. If you don't have Ron's coffee, you're probably not going to make it through the day. But to help you out, we're going to put some good in your morning with our daily celebration of birthdays and anniversaries. They're up after the break. But before we get to that and more of Ron's coffee, let's see what's happening on CBS Mornings.
I'm Tony DeCopel. Coming up on CBS Mornings, we are marking a week's worth of interviews for the release of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 with Rebecca Ferguson. She's back as Ilsa Faust. That is Monday on CBS Mornings.
Well, actually...
Dad, no. Showtime.
We brought our own, filtered by Culligan's reverse osmosis system.
At Culligan, we get that most people don't think about water like we do, and that's okay. See, when we install a drinking water filtration system, we're thinking about filtering up to 60 potentially harmful contaminants, so you can just think about drinking safer, better tasting water. At Culligan, we think about your water, so you don't have to.
Rent a Culligan water system for $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit CulliganJoplin.com.
Everything that we have learned about cars here at the track, we apply to keeping you safe on the road. Our ASE certified mechanics are trained to accurately diagnose automotive issues correctly the first time. ProLoop Tire and Auto Center, locally owned and operated since 2001.
It's time to grill, and Olson's Ace Hardware has lots of options. Choose from Traeger, Weber, or Blackstone, plus accessories and seasonings. Or shop deals on outdoor power equipment, including Stihl and Ego. Olson's is the place on 18th Street in Parsons.
I've got home internet from T-Mobile. It only costs $50 at T-Mobile. Just one cord to set up. Say goodbye to that truck. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. They won't raise your rates at T-Mobile. You'll get a great deal every day.
Home internet from T-Mobile, just $50 a month.
Beat the July heat at Indigo Sky Casino. Over $1 million in total cash and Go Rewards prizes could be yours. On Friday, 6 to 10 p.m., play for your chance to win $12,000 in cash. It may be hot outside, but we have plenty of ice-cold cash and prizes inside. Come play and win your share. Enjoy the live entertainment on weekends and your favorite ice-cold beverage. Let the winning fun begin at Indigo Sky Casino, Highway 60 west of Seneca, Missouri.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. Time for some Monday birthdays here in the 4 states, and we're going to start up north in Lamar with Kason Mori celebrating number 9. Happy birthday, Kason.
All right, Braylon Bartley celebrating birthday number 18 this year. She's the one in the black shirt there. And with her sister Allie. With love from Grandma and Grandpa. Happy birthday down in Wyandotte.
And we've got Nicholas Willis celebrating birthday number 22 over in Oswego. Happy birthday, Nicholas.
All right. Kiara, I never knew how to pronounce Kiara's last name.
Spravati.
Spravati. Kiara Spravati, former KOAM news assistant here, turning 26 years old. Hope you have a wonderful birthday, Kiara.
And then the one person who really keeps this place running is Helen Kelly, our receptionist, popcorn chef, and she makes many other wonderful things throughout the day. And of course, she takes all of your phone calls when you call in. So if you do call today, make sure you wish Helen a very happy birthday.
We love Helen. I didn't know what I was going to do last week when Helen was on vacation.
I know, we were going to die. Helen can't take vacation.
No, we missed her. Not just because of the popcorn. We just truly missed her.
That's true. Very true.
All right. And Juanita Dopkins in Columbus, happy birthday.
And over in Prescott, Kansas, Larry Bloomfield celebrating number 71. Happy birthday, Larry.
All right, Maggie Fike Frankham is celebrating in Pittsburgh. Maggie is a U.S. Air Force veteran. We thank you for your service.
And last but not least, also in Pittsburgh is Jeannie Beck celebrating another year wiser today. Happy birthday to Jeannie. And we love celebrating with you. We tell you that every time. And we wanted to have you celebrate with us. Tanya, how do they do that?
All they have to do is send us a birthday to this email at birthdays. Don't forget the S at KOAMnewsnow.com. Send your pictures, send your name, information, birth date, all of that for birthdays and anniversaries to that one single email.
And of course, while you're on our website checking out all the neat things on it, make sure you take time to sign up for the KOAM Birthday Club. You get special deals from local businesses. You also get a happy birthday message from your friends here at KOAM. So make sure you take time to sign up for the KOAM Birthday Club today. KOAMnewsnow.com. All right.